Ooh, looky what we have here. Teela, let's get it. And as always, guys, I am definitely trying to put out some entertaining content for you. If you do enjoy it, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like the video, do all that good stuff. Help me get back out in the algorithm. Seems like the algorithm's just being really strange, so definitely would appreciate it. And yeah, so on with the video. Alright, that is right. We have our Teela from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse collection, which is, of course, the new Eternia line. I do see it, yes. I mean, I get it, and I understand what people are saying. But as a customizer, I think it's going to be one of those where it's going to be an easy fix. A little bit of paint, little touch up. She's going to be looking straight as opposed to looking way up into her brain. So we've got box art. Phenomenal, as always. Even on the side. Yes, that is a beautiful looking Teela. And then even throwing in the 2000X Grayskull on the top, which is really, really cool. And yeah, little merman guy. Little mer creature coming at her with the horse. So, alright, so we've got Teela, the heroic warrior goddess. Teela embraces her destiny as the avatar of the goddess of New Eternia in her quest to restore the power of Grayskull. Also available, Hordak Cobracon. And of course, they have Teela on here. So, and I think this is the one where Moss Man would have been like the deluxe of the group, because it did just release not too long ago. If you didn't see it, I did a little unboxing inside the car at my kid's school the other day. So, I'm going to get this opened up. We're going to flip around on the other side, and we will see you there. Alright, so first things first, let's take out the weapons. This is going to be the one that was inside the plastic in the front, so you can see it. One thing that we've kind of talked about in the past, and also just recently actually, is that, you know, Mattel really does give you the opportunity to make it look a lot better if you want, because it does actually have a lot of lines and a lot of detail. Just doesn't have the paint apps that you could possibly add to it to make it look cooler. If you haven't seen any of those, go over to My Buddy's Customs and check out what he does. He does really good with that. So shout out My Buddy's Customs. So there is the one weapon. Second weapon, we've got, ooh, nice little upgrade to the staff. A little bit, I guess that's a little bit of a snake curve at the end, right? I guess that's supposed to be like that, because it does look like it is lined up pretty good with that. But it looks like this would, does this remove? I guess not. It turns, but I'm not going to mess with it. So you can line it up to make that little swivel good there. And we got the bag. Make sure get everything out. Okay. So in the bag we have the shield. Really cool. Again, a lot of opportunity to make it look a little bit better. Maybe make it stand out a little more. Make it pop a little more. We've got the brown on the back for the handles. You have two. Count them, 2 fists inside. Then, of course, we've got the snake armor headpiece. This one is really cool. So you've got, and it's nice because it's not just the snake there. They actually add a little bit inside to where it's more of a helmet in there. It goes around her head. And of course, obviously, it's going to stop here. So her hair, because she does have the little ponytail, does work. So next, we'll go to the elephant in the room, which is, of course, her eyes and the very poor job that they did on the eyes. Yeah, it's not the best. I agree with everyone on that one. I mean, there's really no way around it. It's bad. So, you know, the biggest gripe. Hold on 1 second. I just situated my toy room and got everything lined up, so I don't really want to take things off the shelves, but this one is on the front of the shelf. The biggest gripe that I have is, look what they did with this. Look at her face. I mean, it's amazing. And then compare it to this face. Like, holy moly, like that is such a downgrade from the Snake Teela from the Revolution movie to this little one that she's, like I said, she's just staring up into her brain. She has more of like a round face, I guess, which really doesn't matter. I just think, man, it's definitely a downgrade from that Teela there. So anyway, so here we go. That's gonna be the downer. So other downer part 2 from the collectors that dislike the one thing about Masterverse is that the female figures, they did stick to that one bend as opposed to the double bend elbows. Me, like I said, it's not that, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not going to get any kind of crazy posing or anything. I mean, you know, take some pictures, pretty basic, and then put her back on the shelf. So her belt, well, I've got a little bit of a crooked belt, just like the one with the Evil in. So I had a problem. If you go back, I did an Evil in unboxing, and I had that first one that I got had that crooked cover here, and this one is the same. So it looks like we've got 2 QC issues with this one, and I just don't like how when you look at it, this is all white here, and then it just has a little gold, and then it adds gold to this piece. I think it should be all connected to one piece and one color. I don't really care for that. The back looks pretty cool. It's got the engraving in there with the design, and then it's got the little gold across. The little back hood with the, you know, the softer piece. Well, the faux soft. It's got the plastic all the way around. Looks kind of like a feathery, around, you know, or soft piece around there, her neck. And then you've got your armor on the arms, which look cool. And then, of course, the same kind of standard Teela outfit, which is the white with the gold. And then you've got her little tiara there, too. So, I mean, it's not the worst figure they've made. I think they definitely dropped the ball on some things. Like I said, the eyes are terrible. And I really don't care for this crooked piece here. You can see how crooked it is when it goes, should be lining up with this arrow going straight down. And it is definitely got the curve, so it should be going here, and it's going wah, wah. Boots look nice, good color, good design. That one I'm happy with. They definitely did good with adding that little extra color. They could have just done one color and mailed it in like they did some of the other stuff, but you know, this piece I don't have any way of fixing it either, because it's part of it, you know, it's part of the top. And I mean, it does drop the hips, I guess. I mean, it looks funny when they're dropped because there's not really much way of covering that. Like if she had an extra piece to cover her waist, maybe the drop hip would look good, but I don't know. So let's go ahead and throw the cowl on here. Oh, I guess, I don't know, do I take the head off first and then do it? Just put the head in there and then put it on? Oh yeah. See that part, you know, that looks a lot better, I guess, when you don't have the hair. Maybe it was the hair that was kind of adding to the odd look to her. I don't know, maybe because she didn't have bangs. I'm looking over at my other Teelas, and they all do have bangs. Let's see, the cartoon collection does not, so it is more like the cartoon collection. But like when you look at the 2000X Teela, and of course the Mondo Teela, which obviously they are obvious after the 2000X as well, it doesn't have any hair coming back. Let's take a look at this. I think this cowl is on. Yeah, that's not coming off. But when you look at the two, yeah, man, I mean, they did so good on this Sorceress Teela, and I think they just really could have done so much better with this face. Like, once I fix the eyes, guys, I'll do an update and maybe just do a short with the eyes fixed after I reapply the paint on the eyes and help her look a lot better. But yeah, so here we go. We've got the cowl, looks good. Let's go ahead and throw, yeah, that looks nice. And then of course I do like this the snake staff. And they did, and again, another one of those things that they could have done with the snake staff. They have a snake staff with the Skeletor, which obviously that one's quite a bit bigger. That's the one that came with the throne, the bone throne for Masterverse. And then they do have this snake. So they did do a different snake altogether for, you know, which is nice. I probably would have looked bad if they would have done it with that one, but. So, and then you've got her standard staff and then her snake staff. I like the snake staff definitely best. It's not as maroonish and not as red as the classic or vintage Teela, but I do like it. I do like it's like a copper and it has a good shine to it and it looks good. Yeah, and you can still fit it on there nicely. Your hair's coming out the back. Ultimately, I think the only thing I'm really disappointed, because I mean I could set the shield there and you're not going to see that. I mean, she could be holding her shield like that and then that'll cover that piece that is crooked. But I think the only negative I have really besides that is the eyes, and I'll fix those. So that is your Teela. I will stop yapping, guys. I'll take some pictures for you. And yeah, that's going to be it. So I appreciate you guys watching. Again, if you do like what you see, I am still trying to climb to 2,000. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Like up the video. I greatly appreciate it. I know the algorithm's been a little bit crazy lately. I definitely can tell the difference in my live streams and things like that. The numbers are a little bit off and not for the better, especially for somebody like me who's trying to start out and kind of grew and grew and grew. And all of a sudden there's like this weird halt. But anyway, all right, guys, we will see you on the next one. We're going to open up Cobra Con next. And then I do have the cartoon collection line from the Bow, the Shadow Weaver, and the Whiplash that just dropped. I got from Entertainment Earth the other day. So we will see you on the next video, guys. Thanks a lot.